Okay, let's try something different. Kind of tried this before, but yeah, we'll do it again. We used the new chat thing in GPT-4 or whatever it's called. Okay, can you give? So you know what Bionic Chaos is that correct? Okay, do we have something on PPG? Do you know what PPG is? So we should have a page on PPG on the website, but currently it's just a blog. So generally we would like to make sure first that it's super realistic. So we want to rely on...
Got it.
Yeah, I want to rely on, well, maybe not real data, but yeah, there's this, there should be papers on how PPG should look like. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. Just moving forward, if we can do rapid fire responses, yeah, and don't interrupt when I'm talking, that would be great. Anyhow, we want to move forward. So can you give suggestions for a PPG application? So we're thinking a synthetic data visualizer, so we can learn about PPG, showing all the necessary components in it.
This
yes, yep. Sounds good. We want quick responses, please. Like if we can speak a bit faster and shorter responses, that would be great. We're doing like a rapid fire, and then we get to development later. Yes, we would like to focus on the waveform itself. Yeah. So how many variables are there in the PPG waveform? Hey, how do we go about developing an application? I'm thinking just HTML and JavaScript. So yeah, thinking opening. So we'll be using Canvas GPT-4o. We'll just like a PPG visualization, synthetic generator and visualizer application just made in HTML and JavaScript. Can you provide all the necessary prompts for another developer to do the coding from scratch? Love for it to be interactive and realistic. We are looking at synthetic data generation and visualization as described. So we have the user interface, waveform generation, interactive and real-time feedback, visualization with JavaScript. Another canvas with a second canvas which will have the HTML code template in it. Okay, can we change it to actually include the JavaScript as well, embedded within the HTML code? Okay, we have a bit of a CSS there. We have the script. Okay, we have 4 sliders for heart rate, oxygen level. Okay, so it sounds like you know quite a bit about what a realistic PPG waveform should look like. So that sounds really good. So can we keep everything as is at the moment with the code? And can you write so essentially we want to change the current web application to essentially have another set of separate set of controllers at the bottom of the page that will control all these 7 items that you mentioned. So the waveform shape. Yeah, so can we cover the waveform shape? Can we add controllers for changing the waveform shape? We want to get it right. We want to make sure it looks more realistic, but still correct based on literature. So yeah, if you can leave the code as is and add extra features for making the waveform shape more realistic. Can we do that? Yeah, I really like the idea. So that's really nice. However, there's a bit of a problem, I think, that the Dicrotic notch keeps moving in a weird way. I'm pretty sure that is not correct. I'll provide a few images for your reference, but yeah, the animation of it doesn't seem to be correct. I'm pretty sure the Dicrotic notches should just stay in the same place. So I like how the waveform is moving on the canvas, but then the Dicrotic notch should be somehow fixed to the same spot. Yeah, if you can explain in the chat first what's happening, that would be great. Yes, we're having an issue. Yeah, the implementation didn't work. So it implemented something, but then we did the bug fixing, and the notch location is now better, but it does not. The notch doesn't look realistic. Can you explain the image attached? Don't change the code yet, just an explanation. Should the notch be happening after the peak or before the peak? Also, the direction of the notch, can you check? Does it look correct? Or is this an inverted waveform? Okay, can we still check the intensity of the notch? Seems to be too low at the moment, so even when I set it to 10 I can barely see it. And also the location of the notch seems off. It seems just to be on top of the peak instead of after the systolic peak. Okay, it looks like yeah, we could move the position of the notch even a bit further away from the peak, so it should be almost in the middle between the peak and the trough. And also the direction of the notch doesn't seem correct. It currently seems positive, whereas it should be a negative notch. Can you just describe what's going on? Also look at the image provided. Just in the chat, don't modify the code yet. We're going a bit in a loop here. Looks great. We have pretty much everything we need, except that the notch is not negative as it should be. Okay, can we fix the notch direction? It's working pretty well already, but it's this funny thing with the notch, the Dicrotic, the Dicrotic notch being positive like this instead of negative. Yeah, I don't think there is a bug in the code, or at least we're not getting any errors or anything. Might do a code review. Yeah, this notch, yeah, everything looks good. Almost too good. But yeah,